Hi dolls, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this pink glittery cut crease using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette. So if you guys want to learn how I got this look step by step, just keep watching. Also, please go like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for my next video. Thanks guys! Alright guys, so jumping straight into it, I've already primed my face, moisturized my face. I also did my brows off camera using the Pure Brow. And then I used the p.louise in shade 2 to prime my eyes. Today I am going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette. She's so pretty, so pigmented. It's one of my favorite palettes. I just can't wait to like try them all. So far I've been trying the nude look, and then this is the pink look. So let me go ahead, jump straight into that. Okay, so we're going to start with Semza, and we're just going to, we're going to pack that on the lid, just pressing that into the crease. And you want to get that crease nice and dark, because whenever you go and cut it, it just makes it look that much better. And I am using the Morphe M431 brush, just going along the crease. And I love how this color is going on. It's like a plum. Okay, so now that you are done packing on that shade, you're gonna go in with a clean brush. This is Morphe M456. We're just gonna go along that harsh line up top and just blend that out. Doing circular windshield wiper motions. Oh my god, it blends so good. And I'm just gonna come out a little bit further, kind of winging it out a little bit. Make sure it is well blended. Remember, no harsh lines. Now I'm gonna go back in with that round brush, and I'm gonna make the crease darker by packing that shade. Still using the same color, just going back into the crease, intensifying it. Oh, this color is so pretty. Alright, so now that we are done with that pink shade, I'm gonna go in with my p.louise shade 2, and I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand, and this is what we're gonna use to cut the crease. And I'm gonna go in with my Spectrum A16 brush, and it's just flat like that. I'm gonna use that to cut my crease. So to cut my crease, I start right here in the center, just put a little on and then look up, and that is where I'm going to cut it. Just connecting it. Oh my god, when I get up here, I have to like hold my breath. I have to have it like nice and sharp. And after you get that done, you're just gonna go back in and pat that. We're not gonna go all the way. We're just gonna go a little past the middle. Okay, so now that we are done cutting the crease, we're gonna go back in with that round brush, going back in with Semza and just blurring out that line. Okay, so now that we have that done, we're gonna go in with our glitter. And I'm going to be using the Morphe M152 brush, and I'm going to dip into Cupcake and pat that on to the center of the lid. And when you're done with that one, you're gonna go into Barb and put that one right in the center. Just patting that on. We're kind of doing an ombre effect, so you go with your light glitter, then medium, and then it's gonna go into the darker shade, so you just make sure you pat that on. Alright, so now that we are done with that, we are gonna go in with our Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. And we are just going to line, staying right by the waterline, but we're not going to create a wing. We're going to stop right at the end. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to go ahead and go over that with eyeshadow to smudge it out. So when we're done with that, we're going to go in with Morphe M416 brush, very small angle brush. I'm going to dip in BK, which is the black shade, and just start going over and just go back and forth, smudging it out. You don't want it to be perfect. All right, when you have it to your liking, you're gonna start right here on the outside and start bringing that up, smoking out the outside outer corner. And then I'm gonna go back in with my M431 brush, not adding any product, just blending that outer corner. Add just a little bit of black to intensify it. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with the pink shade. Main key is to keep everything blended. If you need to clean up, remember you can go in with that brush that doesn't have any product and just clean around the edges. I'm gonna go in with that purple shade and just go along that line again, because since we put that glitter there, it kind of erased it pretty much. All right, so now that we are done with that, we are gonna go in with our Spectrum A12 brush, also just a little round brush, and we are gonna highlight under the brow bone or the brow bone using our Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. I'm just gonna dip into that shade and go right over that pink. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put on my foundation. It is the Born This Way in shade Light Beige. Okay, and just to let you guys know about this foundation, it is a medium to full coverage, oil-free, and I like it because it lasts a long time. You don't need a lot at all. I'm just pressing that into the skin. And I don't like to go back and forth because it leaves like the little brush lines, so I prefer to press it into the skin. Also, it gives it more of like a full coverage look if you press it versus moving it back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to be trying the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It is a satin finish. I've never tried this one before, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, so we gonna see today. Ooh, she is creamy.
That's what she said.
Right down the nose, right over the lip, the chin. I'm gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. Going down the center of the nose. Here's a little trick that I like doing. If I've already done my eyebrows before I have done foundation and everything, I like to go down the middle and just pressing whatever product I have over the beginning or the front of the brow. That way it kind of does like an ombre effect and it's not like such a harsh line where the eyebrows are. Get over the lip and chin. Now we're gonna get under the eyes. And I'm just gonna cut that. I have to blend that out real good. Be very careful by that line. And I just like to use the back to blend everything. Okay, so now that we have concealed under the eyes, I'm gonna go in with my RCMA translucent powder and my Tati Beauty powder puff and set right under the eye. Alright, on the chin. But y'all, I really do like that concealer by e.l.f. It is super full coverage and it is creamy, blends out really nicely. I just might have to mix it with a different color or not, I don't know, we'll see. And I also wanted to mention, not only do they have a hydrating concealer, they also have a matte concealer. They're both full coverage and the consistency is amazing. So I do suggest going and buying them, and not to mention they're super cheap. So it's a win-win. Now I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face using the e.l.f. palette. It is my favorite. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which I've messed up already. And I'm gonna go in with my Spectrum A02 brush. It's just a fat head. It's a flat head brush. Yeah, okay. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and dip into that shade and just go right around the perimeter. And y'all, it like literally melts into the skin. Like, it's so easy to blend out, and they have such pretty shades on this palette. Not to mention, it is super cheap. Before this one, I was using the Dior concealer, but it was like one of the darker shades, and y'all, that's expensive. So I tried this palette out and I was like, oh my god, I fell in love like instantly. Top corner of the ear down to the corner of the mouth, pressing that shade in. I mean, look at that, it just melts so nice into the skin. But I definitely say the key to everything is making sure everything is blended out nicely, because you do not want any harsh lines, whether that's eyeshadow or contouring or anything like that. I mean, you just want to make sure everything is blended out. So if that means taking extra time to blend it out, then do so, because it's not cute. Now I'm going to go in with my bigger powder puff, the Tati Beauty, and use the same translucent powder to set the rest of my face. Blends so nicely. Everything just looks so much better after you set the face. Look at the difference. That's not set and that's set. You could definitely tell the difference though. Make sure to set around the mouth. If you smile a lot, definitely right here where those lines create. Okay, so now that we are done setting the face, we're gonna go in with our Anastasia Beverly Hills in shade Saddle, and we're just gonna bronze up the face using my Spectrum A01 brush. And we are just gonna go around the perimeter where we've already contoured. Alright, and now that we are done with that, we are gonna just go ahead, not adding any product, just blend everything out. Getting the jawline. Okay, so now with that same bronzer, we are going to contour the nose using our Spectrum B04 brush. It's just a little angled brush. Start under the brow, blending it into the brow, bringing it down. Getting the bottom. And this is going to give the illusion that you have a smaller, shorter nose. Kind of give it like a little sharper effect at the end. Now that we're done with the contour, we're going to go ahead and clean that up with a little sponge. Dipping that into the translucent powder. I'm going to go along the side and down the middle. Okay, so now that that is just setting, I'm going to go in with my KKW and Mario blush. It's kind of like a peachy color. And then I'm going to be using my Spectrum C04 brush. I'm just gonna smile, swooping that back. And you want to make sure you're swooshing it back, because you don't want to have like it be like super dark back here and like super pink up here to where it's not like blending. So just blend it out. Now that we're done with our blush, we're gonna go in and take off that translucent powder. Just gonna bring it up. Okay, so now we are gonna go in and mist the face so that all that powder just doesn't look so like powdery and cakey. And we're just gonna go in with our L'Oreal Lumi Shape Dew Mist and spray the face. I'm just kind of just gonna let everything set better, especially all that powder, bringing all those natural oils to surface. And trust me, you'll see the difference from before you sprayed it to after. All right, one more time. Man, y'all know I gotta do it. Okay, so now we're gonna go back into that shadow palette and get Semza using the Morphe M431 brush. And we're gonna go under the eye. And I don't like to go all the way, just going maybe like the middle of the eye because it makes my eyes stand out more and they appear larger. Now I'm gonna go in with that shade BK, which is that black, using that smaller brush. Go on the bottom of the waterline and smoke that out. Now we're gonna go in with that same brush we did the pink with and just go back and forth, blending it together. Now I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M152 brush, which was that little small one you use to put the glitter on with. I'm gonna dip into Barb and just get that inner corner where I did not connect it. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and highlight using our Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter and our Spectrum A04 brush. Higher points of cheekbones, dragging that down a little bit on the side. Alright, now I'm going to dip my finger in it and put it at the tip of my nose. Also the bridge of my nose, not connecting it over the lip. Alright, so for lips, I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss from Dillards. It's actually Dillards brand. I got it when I used to work there. It's like a baby pink shade. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my lip maximizer. It's a lip plumper from Dior and it's in shade 009. Alright guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and learned all the tips and tricks on how I created this look. If you guys can please go like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And stay tuned for my next video. Thanks guys.